Well, I was told to post this to the forums for Spokane Create, and they'd get me some references and whatnot. So it's really messy right now, but working. So I pulled another LM386 and put that one in place of the other one, and it's working currently. And I had a couple decoupling caps. And we got some contesting going on. So you got a whole bunch of signals coming on. I have a 4-to-1 balun coming from a 300 ohm to 50 ohm line. Goes into a 20-ish watt amplifier, which currently is giving me issues. Which comes from a 1 to 2 watt amplifier. Over here we have an audio preamp for that lovely LM386 amplifier. We have the preamp for the output stage. I just left it always on because it would have been a pain to wire it the other way. It could easily be removed. On the output, this is the input to the antenna, which is just wired through some coax back to the antenna port, which is there. I have it directly wired currently from the amplifier. And my phone is causing massive interference to the speakers. On, let's see if I can get a good angle. Now, my phone's gonna be a butt. But in there we have a diode ring mixer, and that goes to both transmit and receive. For receive, it decodes the audio, and for transmit, it encodes the audio. You have a trimmer pot and cap to balance the mixer. Right there, you have the preamp for the oscillator, which is currently not being used. And I'll show you why. Over here, we have a function generator, which just is generating the signal for me. And I'm just feeding that over, you know, willy-nilly right into the preamp. So I can tune it accurately wherever I want, and I don't have to mess with, you know, hitting the knob just right. But it will work anyway. It doesn't have to have that. I'm planning on putting a digital synthesizer in it anyway, so this is a good test to see if it would work with digital frequency. And it does. It has a little bit of harmonic distortion issues, but it seems to work. We'll tune around and see if we can find more stations. So we have this guy, which is giving 5904s. And we'll tune it on down. Since it's contest, you should get a ton of stations. Let's see if we can just get right over. There's one. Or was one. And there's some of your harmonic distortion. You'll get signals that aren't actually there. That one might actually be there. But you'll get that. There's another one. There's one. We'll sit on this guy. See if we can get him.
Make a contact, Kilo 9 Charlie Tango, Kilo 9 Charlie Tango, contact.
There's Kilo 9 Charlie Tango. And let's do something it's not supposed to do, but will work. Let's pull it clear down to 2.5 megahertz and see if we can get the international time signal. And it's currently not coming in too well. It's the late hours of the night. So we'll go down to the broadcast band and pull in some of these guys.
Scratching and spinning and adjusting the baseball cap. I guess I watch it, but I think it's America's pastime in the NFL and football. It's America's.
So that is.
So the spitting, you don't like the spitting? Because they don't spit in football, right?
1510, which my function generator is just a cheap function generator. The screen is really bright on this thing.
The NFL and college football and
so it's currently set there, and it's about right. So this thing doesn't do AM, but this is an AM broadcast, so a bit of issues there. So we got that working. The final step will be to pop in the 12-volt power supply, and there's not enough space, so it's gonna have to go on the top. And then after that, we'll mount all the boards that are hanging loose, and get some screws for the side, which I lost long ago, and tune everything up with a final tune. Make sure it's all running right, and it should work. I tried getting some contacts tonight, but whatever power it's putting out is just not enough to overtake the stations running their kilowatt of power. So that's it. My call sign is Kilo Foxtrot 7 Zulu Mike Lima. Name is Alex, and I'm going to end the video. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed, and hope this is what I need to upload.